Hey, here we are again. Dave O'Connor tells me you guys like to see all this stuff, so we're going to continue showing you how we do things here. This base that he just panned a little bit, you guys, a while ago we showed laminating boards together and how we used Crazy Glue to put them together. This is kind of the end result, almost the end result. We still got to do some fret work and some fingerboard work, but who's this going through that? This is Matt? No. Is this Matt in Dayton? It is. Matt from Dayton, Ohio. We just sent one to Australia 2 days ago. Yesterday? Was it? Yesterday, yeah. One to Shanghai, China last week. So everybody's getting their bases. Probably not on time, but you're getting them. And they all, I think you're all going to be very happy when you do get them. I always like, this is, Pete came up with this whole idea of doing this. It's great. You know, in the front. And I'm going to be working on the fingerboard sometime this week and putting the frets in and the electronics and all that kind of stuff. So that one's coming. But what I really want to show you guys is, well, everybody knows me as the Rainbow Bass Man, I guess. Well, you know, maybe I'm not known for that, but I did do it. Kind of by accident. You all heard that story about the guitar that would land on the floor. Anyway, my friend Rob out at Luthier's Mercantile out in California. I call him my friend. I never really met him. He's just a voice on the phone, but I've been dealing with those people for a long time, and Rob always gets me really good wood, and he builds his own instruments, so he pretty much, when I talk to him, he knows what I'm talking about as far as like the grain pattern and the way the wood goes and stuff. They had in their catalog all these, I think it must be birch, huh, Pete? I think it's birch. And then they impregnate it with dyes all the way through the wood, so you get all these different colored veneers. And I've used it before, but the colors they have now are super bright, you know. And it's just to show you a couple of the things here. This is what I'm talking about, okay? That's the red. And over here, pan. You can just pan that, Pete. You can see it. You got purple. This actually is this is Padauk. This is a board. We're going to be gluing all this stuff up to these, and we're going to end up making a super duper, rooper duper rainbow bass. But the more actually, as we glue these things up, Pete said to me, "I'm glad this is not my idea." I said, "No, you got to really be. You're just crazy, Pete. You're not really crazy, you know. To come up with stuff like this, you got to be really nuts." Anyway, we glued these up yesterday. We take like a piece of Padauk or maple. I think there's some here with maple, yeah. And we put blue on the maple, green on that, on the Padauk. These eventually will be glued together. And here's two more, purple on Padauk and red on maple. They'll be glued together in a package. We have one board that we already made into a board. This is basically what we're talking about. So this is all these different colored woods. This piece in the center is
lacewood.
Lacewood. We have a piece here, don't we, Pete? Yeah. This is what lacewood looks like. And of course, you're not going to see all that pattern. All you're going to see is the end of it. Lacewood, by the way, we have something here with lacewood on it. Yeah, that's lacewood. When you see that part of it, you know. In this situation, you're not going to see all that, because what you're going to see is that. And what we do is we continue to build this block. We just keep adding and adding and adding until we get a wide block, maybe 5 inches, maybe 6, probably 5 would be enough. And then we're going to slice it this way and get a whole bunch of like like a sheet of this pattern all the way across, and we'll lay it on top of whatever, maple, walnut, something. We haven't figured that out yet, but that's what we're going to do. And then right now Pete and I are getting ready to glue up all of this stuff here, and then we're going to take a little pause here, and Pete's going to set up the tripod and try to get an angle right on the bench here, and we'll show you how we glue it. We actually use paint rollers because that's a lot of glue to spread around but with your fingers. So we actually and there's only two of us here. Sometimes whenever Joe's here, it goes a little slicker. I mean, whenever you think about Carl Thompson and the bases that we make, and oh wow, no, it's really tricky to do this stuff. When you're rolling out glue on this thin piece of wood, what happens is it curls up a lot, and then it moves around, and you got to move pretty fast, to get it right. And in the end, you clean it all up with the joiner and the planer and whatever else we have to do, But this is what we're doing today. Well, not the whole day, but for this moment anyway. So we'll take a little break, and we'll set up the tripod and see if we can get an angle on the bench here, so you can see how we glue some of this stuff up, and hopefully what? There'll be enough crazy people out there. So when I'm gone, maybe some other crazy people will do some of this stuff. I know Pete's going to do it. I know he promised me, and we talked about that the other day. I told him and Joe, I said, well, how did I put it? Weird shit. That's what I said. Weird shit. I said, yeah. I told Pete, I said, gee, when I'm gone, Pete, I hope you guys continue to, you got to promise me to keep doing some weird shit like this, so it doesn't get lost. There are a bunch of yahoos out there who want weird shit, and we want you to be happy, so let's do that. Okay, we're going to take a little break, and then we'll just turn it back on, and we'll start gluing. I thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy this. Okay, see you.